morning, Sunday. We are back on the road after sleeping at the rest area. We had to backtrack a little bit to go get some coffee. So now we have coffee, and now we're back on the road heading towards the border. We should be there probably within 45 minutes or so, cross back into Canada, and then head up the coast again around Lake Huron, go north, try and find a campground for tonight. We'll probably end up stopping somewhere in Ontario to have breakfast too. I'm just going to kind of cross the border here, see how busy it is. But for right now, we're driving with coffee, getting to the border. So we stumbled upon Wash Beach in Ontario. We were told to come onto the beach because we could park, so that's what we decided to do. We've got the awning out. We're gonna make some breakfast. There we are, right there. There's Lake Huron. So we're having sausages and eggs for this morning. We're also gonna grab some more coffee, hang out here for a little bit. Taking the sights, the sounds, and the smells.
Cigarette smoke.
There's all sorts of fucking smells out here. Anyways, hang out here for a little bit before we continue on. Again, the plan here is to look for a campsite eventually, but I think we're going to have breakfast first. Chicken links, or those sausages we found at Costco, down in, where were we, South Dakota? We still have those, some eggs we just picked up at a grocery store, and then we're also going to have coffee. So we're also going to make that just before we hit the road, but definitely hang out here for a little bit. Breakfast, coffee, and back on the road. The Big Dane Cafe on the beach. You make a my coffee up. One wiener left.
Put it in your mouth.
So we have ended up in Tobermory, North Ontario region. Did some light driving today. The drive was pretty unimpressive and boring. These Canadian highways, 80 kilometers. It's painful sometimes when you're used to going 130 in the States. But anyways, we made it up here. We found a campground. This is also a first for us. Pretty sweet campground, actually. We have a basic tent site we paid $54 for. We got some wood, so we're going to have a fire tonight just because the bugs, I think, will be pretty intense out here in Ontario. We set up shop, and now we are making dinner. And on tonight's menu is steak, so we have that puppy out. We've seasoned it. We're going to be frying it up on the stove. We're going to hang around here, have a walk, see what there is around here, have a shower, and sit around the campfire for this evening. But first, we're going to have dinner and show you a little bit of what we have here for the setup. So this is the campground. We are set up. We have the tent, annex. No awning because we're on the other side, so I think we're going to move it for the future on this side because it makes a little bit more sense. But for now, this is the campground. Campsites are kind of divided by these hedges, so it's pretty nice. Although out here we do have neighbors. I mean, it's a fairly hectic campground. How many spots do they have? Like 100?
1 million.
And there's cabins and stuff like that. But here's our setup for this evening, and this is dinner now. Seasoned steak all the way from home. Jesus, that's a thick cut. Is this the dry aged?
Yeah.
This is the dry aged ribeye. This is on the menu for this evening. Okay, Chef Dang, what's on the menu?
Ribeyes. Ribeye. One ribeye.
Just one ribeye?
1.25 inch thick.
What are you cooking with?
Tallow.
Tallow. Interesting. How thick do you think that ribeye is?
1.25 inch.
1.25 inches. Made specifically for the big dang.
That's right. Shout out to my butcher. Razan and Sundry. Look at that.
God damn. It's a thick fucking steak. Let's listen to it sizzle. How's the steak coming on?
It's okay.
Almost done, he says. Oh, look at that char. God damn. And butter. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, are you gonna add more butter? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. There we go. It's slightly overcooked, but that's okay. It will taste delicious. Ugh. So it's morning again. We woke up. Couldn't really sleep last night. We had a mosquito infestation of astronomical proportions. It was like,
astronomical.
it looks like a fucking bloodbath up there because there's so much blood and dead mosquitoes. I don't know how they were getting in. I don't know what the fuck happened, but we woke up, I think, 3:30. I don't know what time we went back to bed, but I felt like by the time I fell asleep, the sun was already coming out. So, not a great night's sleep, considering. Just humid, wet, mosquitoes. Ugh. It's just not my type of camping, I guess, that I'm used to. So I'm being a little bitch, but we woke up. We're going to get some coffee started here, breakfast before we head out. We do have to head out by 10. We are on a schedule today, which we're normally not, but because we are heading into Hamilton to see some family for dinner, we're going to head up all you can eat Korean this evening, so we're kind of on a schedule here. So we're just going to have coffee, breakfast, probably take a shower before we head out, go visit Tobermory, is that what it's called, and then head into Hamilton for all you can eat Korean for this evening. But first, breakfast. So it is currently 8 a.m. We left Hamilton this morning at 6 a.m. So we've been driving 2 hours. We are just outside of Barrie. We are here because this was the whole entire reason for this trip. We are picking up a boat. And now we're going to tow it all the way back home. So we have 3 days to go. We're looking at about, where are we, 3,100 kilometers. I have no idea what that is in miles. 27, 26. So we got to go all the way home with this boat. But that being said, we woke up, coffee grabbed to go. We haven't eaten anything. While we've been here, we did eat a little too much with family. So the idea here is to not eat today, see how far we get. Again, because we are towing a boat, we have no idea where we're going to be sleeping or what we're going to be eating. But this is why we came all the way to Ontario. Did you get it?
We're gonna go look for the boat.
They're gonna go look for the boat. They're gonna go look for the boat.
Replay.
So that's what we're doing. So this is the reason why we are here in Ontario. That is Snow Dragon. We are towing that all the way home. 3,200 kilometers to go. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Fuck. So in order for us to tow this boat home, we have to take off half of our swing out. So that's what we're trying to do, because we're gonna have to throw this thing into the back of the boat. Otherwise, we don't have access to our tailgate. Oh, good. So there she is. Half of our swing out is now missing. It's in the boat. And we're gonna be ready to rock and roll. Oh, she looks so weird. All right, 3,200 kilometers to go. Easy peasy. Let's get to her. Jimmy's, or Tim Hortons, have redeemed themselves in my eyes, because you can order bacon and eggs. Can you see it? And eggs a la carte. It's not cheap, but when you're on the go and you want breakfast, this is an excellent option. So thanks, Tim Hortons, for actually redeeming yourselves and actually selling something that, you know, I'd want to eat. So thanks. So There are options for you when you are traveling, like at Tim Hortons for breakfast, eggs and bacon, and a side of coffee. So another excellent option. Again, you just order eggs and bacon and they give you this. So another alternative while you're traveling, doing carnivore. Thanks, Timmy's. So, fun story. When we arrived last night into Winnipeg, the trailer tire blew. There's always something. So anyway, what happened was the spare that came with the trailer was extremely difficult to get off because I guess the trailer had been sitting for a couple years. And so I think the bolts that contained the spare onto the trailer were stuck. We had to do our best to get it off. Thank God Rick was here because, man, that guy has some fucking strength in his hand. So he was able to take that off. We put the spare on. But now we were thinking we still have 1,200 kilometers to go till we get home. So we found someone locally who happened to have brand new tires, and so we purchased 5 of them for the trailer. We came to Cal Tire. Thank you, Cal Tire, for being so generous in letting us set up shop in your parking lot, where we're able to now change all of our tires, hitch the spare on, and now we're going to be driving home. So, lessons learned. Always make sure when you purchase things that there is a thorough inspection of all things, especially when you're towing across the country. Anyways, I mean, it's not my trailer, it's not my boat. We're just kind of doing this for a friend. It could have been much worse, I think, in respects to what exactly happened on the highway in Winnipeg. Thank God we were kind of relatively close to somewhere. Although, I mean, if we were in the middle of nowhere, we'd still figure it out. We've had incidences where we've broken down and in worse places than the highway going around Winnipeg. But anyways, that's what happened. So we ended up sleeping in the truck. Where were we? Flying J parking lot, just outside or on the west end of Winnipeg. Nice and quiet. We slept in the truck again. We were hoping to have gone a little bit further last night. The plan was to go and have dinner at Five Guys, then venture west towards Brandon and sleep at a rest area. But unfortunately, because of the tire situation, we've been stuck in Winnipeg a little bit longer than we intended. So I think it's getting close to 8:39, 9 a.m. We're just finishing up with the tires back there. And then once we're ready to go, we're going to stop at Tim Hortons again, grab some breakfast, some fresh coffee, and hit the road and see how far. I mean, we'll probably get home tonight. It's just going to be a late night. It's going to be a late drive. or late. Yeah, we'll get in a little bit later, but again, we'll see how it goes. You never know on these things, and so it is what it is as long as you have the right gear. We do have to purchase a new jack though, because ours is a little bit old, and so we did have some problems, but we're figuring that as we go, like all things. So that's the story to catch you up on what exactly happened in Winnipeg. It's been a little bit chaotic, so it is what it is. We've managed though, thank God. I have a husband who's willing to do shit like this. And even when we get stranded, he's more than helpful. And again, thank you to Cal Tire for being so generous with your parking space and taking our old tires for us. We really, really appreciate it. So shout out to Cal Tire. Thanks. Anyways, back on the road, hopefully soon, I think. Yeah. So here are the tires. That one is the one that blew on the highway. So apparently we found out that these guys are from the year 2000, so 25-year-old tires. Fucking wild. So Cal Tire is nice enough to deal with these for us. We appreciate it. Thank you. There it is. Crazy stories always on the road.